is called the Rock and Roll Jew. He went down to the forest where the hobbit lives. Rock and roll story by Angel Bedouin Man Band. Rock and Roll Jew went down there to ask the hobbit for one hit of his pie, but the hobbit said no. He was fresh out of tobacco. Mushroom jazz. Angel Bedouin Man Band. Then came out the rabbit so kindly to offer to go up into the hills and fetch some tobacco wild, and off he went for the town hall. Then came out the turtle with a spoon in his hand, claiming to be a good cook, as long as you don't talk about turtle soup. They put a white stone in the palm of the rock and roll Jew's hand, said that stone represents rock and roll, rock and roll. Went back into the band too far, went on his face, and he beat the rabbit in the rain. Then came back the turtle. He said, yes I did, I won the rabbit in the race. And then the rabbit came back singing good news and bad news. Bad news didn't find no tobacco. Good news on the way back, he met up with the wizard of the hip rock and roll band Black Sabbath. Ozzy Osbourne, he's your Tommy. And he was given some sweet leaf by the hit rock and roll band, hit rock and roll song wizard, hit rock and roll song sweet leaf, especially for the rock and roll Jew and Mr. Hobbit. So they put it in the pipe of Mr. Hobbit, and huffed and puffed on that sweet leaf and smoked it like tobacco. 15 minutes later, laughing, smiling, giggling, they looked at each other and said, why is there rings of smoke around all the trees of the band? Like Led Zeppelin speaks of another hit rock and roll band. Of the best Jimmy Page and Robert Plant. This is the rock and roll Jews rock and roll story by Angel Feather. So, Stairway to Heaven, another rock and roll song. And then comes out the turtle again, saying there's gonna be a full moon rising, might be a bad one like the lyric and clear water in the Bible. It's another hit rock and roll band. And the hit rock and roll song, Bad Moon. That's about as far as I went. Jim Morrison, hit rock and roll band to go. Then he decides to cross the street, thinking about Jimi Hendrix. Crossroad traffic, what a sound. While crossing the street, stumbles across a white stone bounced off the point of the rock and roll rabbit street. And it rolls lots of the chief cornerstone with the ejector went through his mouth. Now the chief of the corner, whatever falls upon will be crushed and broken to powder. Will be that falls upon it, or falls upon will be broken. Picked it up, put it in his pocket, and when he got to the other side, he thought of the rolling stone. Did a similar skip like the Jagger and the awesome rock and roll band in the best. He thought to himself, he said, hey, mama. Rock and roll never died, Neil Young is right. Remember the inner skin, you don't like Neil Young. Peculiar thing happened to him that day. Just all of a sudden became a kilo of cocaine. For the Jews and Israelites to that effect, because he fell upon the white stone. Started blowing away in the wind. Cobo there, a homeless guy, listening to the radio, the song of Eric Clapton. Cocaine, get down. Cocaine came on the hit rock and roll song, the hit rock and roll single. That's the end of this rock and roll story, the rock and roll Jew band. You're listening to it. You can have a good mushroom fly. This is specialty talent. And he's stereo talent. Never learned it. But you won't even know that. You'll enjoy and have a good time. That's supposed to be cool. That's right. Stout. They give him a gold. Forgot to tell him. She was praying. And then the sun, God, yeah. They give me AMF and professional card. It's like none other album they made, top tenor, okay. He does that. 14-year-old played it, and they called it Angel Feather. Yeah, Angel Feather, professional. Like none others ever did Angel Feather. One-man band, he changed the name. That's his profession. But he's expelled them. He likes that. Expelled, but a member of it. You're not paying his dues for these people. I'm like that now, studio. And I used to play in the Federation, there used to $5. That's how the 400. Rolling Stone, St. John, down there in Eastwood. I could come here to Serrano for 75 motel. It works for me until I get that money. I will pay for it. One of these days we're going to all the heads and we're fine. God wills. And that's the rock and roll story of the rock and roll. I hope you like it. As you can see.